Yep.
Hello, comrades. Welcome back to the Russian Chemist. And today we will be making a hydrogen generator. Only thing you will need today is water, sodium hydroxide, any concentration will work, and you need aluminum foil. Now the leftover in the beaker that it will be is aluminum aluminate, which is commonly used or known as aluminum hydroxide. This reaction will produce a exothermic and gas production reaction. I am using a 1,000 milliliter beaker with a coil condenser on top. I use this to limit if there was a reflux, which I do not think there will be. Add your sodium hydroxide and be very quick. There we go. It will be reacting with the aluminum to produce hydrogen gas. And if I'm just going to add a little bit more because I can, because this is Soviet Russia. There we go. The production has started. Don't forget to clamp it off. If I can get the stupid clamp to work. Shake it around. And just wait. It should be producing a reaction of hydrogen gas. Now for my sake, I'm going to be adding a little bit more sodium hydroxide just to make sure that it works. There we go. A little bit more just to be safe. Well, wonderful. Sodium hydroxide everywhere. And it's okay. We get the hydrogen gas producing right now. And to show you how dangerous hydrogen gas is, don't use your bare hands to wipe away sodium hydroxide, but because I'm a chemist, I can do what I want. And now this will be producing hydrogen gas. Shake it around. Now this is hard because I do not have a stir bar, but any minute it should be picking up on the speed. And now we have technical difficulties, but this is not something that we cannot overcome. There we go. And it should be reacting, but slowly but surely it will work. If you want to, you can add more sodium hydroxide, but for this sake, who cares? Wonderful. now we have the... Make sure everything's sealed right. Tighten this up a little bit more. There we go. Put on chemical gloves for extra safety because you do not want to be brushing it off with bare hands with sodium hydroxide. Now, to show you how flammable this is, we will light it after it builds up enough sodium hydroxide, which now it looks like it's getting ready to start producing a lot more. You can see the bubbling in the flask, which is coincident of the sodium hydroxide reacting with the aluminum to produce hydrogen gas and aluminum hydroxide. And the bubbling should start to become more apparent, and after we have a certain amount, it should start to lift in the air. And then when that happens, we light it on fire. And since I put a high amount of aluminum in this, it might take a little bit longer, but it will produce a lot more gas, which it is. So once this speeds up a little bit longer and gets a little bit more, it will start producing a lot more gas. Now when it starts to reflux, whenever the liquid goes back in the container, or the beaker in this case, since it has created a vacuum, we do not want it to touch the flask, which will coincide with the reaction stopping, which it does not look like it's going to stop here in a minute, so that's good. So it's getting ready to get done, and if you want to zoom in on the you can see the reaction happening in the flask. Sorry guys. There you go. Now we are starting to get more gas production, which if you shake it, it speeds up the production of gas. There we go. Which the gas is so if we light this on fire, it all goes whoo in the flames. So that's very good. It's starting to pick up a lot now. It's starting to go over the edge, which never gets sodium hydroxide on your skin. It will burn you. So, and you can see that there's starting to be hydrogen gas forming in the reaction beaker and condensation. So this is it might slow down a little bit, but it's gonna re-pick up. So everything should be doing very good, and it's starting to start really good now. And then we'll try to light it on fire. There we go. There's hydrogen gas. I wanted to clear that away because it has the old layer of hydrogen, which now it's starting to bubble way more because it interferes with the lower hydrogen levels because it has been touched the air and stuff. And now we're starting to get a more rapid bubbling, which means more hydrogen gas has been produced. And the sodium hydroxide has infiltrated the aluminum, converting it, in which results in more gas. Which, I mean, if you can try this at home, it really doesn't matter what kind of glass or whatever you have in there, as long as it works. So it might take a little while and it might seem slow, but we should get this figured out here in a minute. Well, not figured out, but get this done here in a minute. Now, in result of more and more shaking results in the more reaction of sodium hydroxide and aluminum reacting together to make hydrogen. Which, if you want to, you can clamp it down, which, I mean, you don't really have to, but it helps prevent the gas from escaping. Which is working. So now, if you want to, you can make a huge explosion. If you want to, unplug this thing, light the end, and it goes boom. Everything blows up from the hydrogen gas. But we will wait just a minute. This is some hydrogen. This didn't work. You did not see anything. And it's flammable. Now it works better with dish soap, but this is like normal hand soap, so it should work fine. The aluminum is still reacting, and don't do crazy experiments with hydrogen because it's flammable. Who would have thought? Not me. It's starting to bubble, and then when it gets to the top, we go boom, 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 boom. Everything catches on fire. Oh no, okay, yeah. If I can get this stupid lighter to work, no worries, I can get it to work. And it's not working. Dang it. Crap. Okay, well. I'm getting kind of triggered. Boom! There you go. More hydrogen. I'm starting to get a little bit triggered. There we go.
Like it says low battery.
Okay.
It says low battery.
Well, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you back next time, and goodbye.